Hi everyone, I'm Javier.
And I'm Gretchen.
And I'm Melanie.
And I'm filling beers.
And he is doing a really
And
good
it is
job.
Yeah.
It is Friday.
It's Friday, yes. This is Fishbowl, our weekly wrap-up video, just where we share the questions that were important to you. And we drink beers and we kind of go over them and kind of give our collective answers.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah, except for there's a little addition that we're going to do just this week. Well, we might do it next week if she does it again. But there's a small video that I'm going to insert here in a little bit. And, well, I'll let the video speak for itself.
I'm confused.
Just watch the video.
Okay.
Just think of things raining.
Oh no.
Diane.
Really? You're gonna do that?
It's playing
here?
as we speak.
All right.
All right, and we're back. And I hope that you enjoyed her. She's had some issues with merchandise this week. The merchandise is fine, and Melanie's head is fine. I believe it bopped you on the head pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was my forehead, but it turned out to be the back of my head. But I was confused. So I don't.
How do you confuse the back of your head with your forehead?
I don't even know how any of that happened, and it was all on camera. So.
Yeah.
I watched it, I can tell you.
There was no covering my tracks. There was no covering my tracks.
There should have been a beep, 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 and then you wouldn't have been like, pre-warned and, oh my, I'm not ruining the video.
That was funny. That was funny.
You gotta watch it.
That is awesome.
Well, they did watch it. It was just played.
Oh, you just played it?
Yeah.
We're not in real time, so.
All right. With that, we forgot to do our cheers to a very good week and to wonderful customers.
I think we've forgotten quite a bit, actually.
Oh dear! I swear these are our first sips of beer today. They've just been like that all day long.
It's earned for this week. It's been a week.
Yep.
It has been nonstop.
It's been a wonderful
today
week.
was nonstop. It was wonderful. It was awesome.
Yep.
Very busy.
I don't even think I sat down.
I did a lot of sitting.
That's a bold-faced lie. I saw you sit down a lot.
On a really nice recliners.
Yeah. You were.
Oh, and leather Italia.
Ooh, yeah. So we got leather Italian this week. That was nice.
That was really nice.
Yeah. Don't ruin my what I learned this week. That's my what I learned this week.
It's a foreshadowing.
No. Ooh, I like. We're foreshadowing on the video now. That's excellent.
Wait, I am really hot. I was wearing this because it's not January anymore. It's now February, but I've been cold all morning, so I was wearing this. And I learned something this week that this is also fire retardant, I believe.
Yes, it is fire retardant.
Because
yes,
we could
it's a
use
lab
this
coat.
in
Yes,
a lab
we
coat?
could smother a fire with that jacket. Yes.
And because she wears this jacket, she's allowed to light the candle. Every morning, she's allowed to use that aim and flame because we know she can't light
For our milk house candles.
Yes.
We light one every morning.
Wow, we're just throwing plugs in left and right here today.
That's right.
We're getting better. This is good. This is good.
This is hot.
All right,
Oh.
yeah. Are you going to pull out another scarf thing? What?
No.
Oh.
This
Oh, look, it's Valentine's.
It's 1950s Valentine's.
Oh, it's June Cleaver. Yay!
right into the table.
Yay!
All right.
Oh, and she curtsies too. All right.
I need more space. There's not enough room right here. You know what happened in the video.
Yes.
It almost happened.
It almost happened here as well. Yes. Are you
right.
going to buy a hula hoop skirt for one of these fish bowls?
Are you allowed to use it, Blue?
I want a poodle skirt.
Oh,
okay.
That's my next.
All right.
Oh my,
All right.
yes.
Well,
Just wait till the
I
poodle skirt
think that
shows
every
up.
week she's going to be surprising us with an outfit.
Why not? It's Friday.
Okay.
True story.
Yeah. You know, she actually gets customers in the door that are looking specifically for her and to see what outfit she's wearing that day. It happens.
She even made somebody on the phone laugh today. We heard it.
What was that? Well, yeah, what happened? Because we heard it.
Well, we were talking with a representative, and it wasn't like the best conversation because
Oh, that's right.
they had made a mistake on their end.
That's right, yeah.
And it was kind of a big mistake. And the poor gal was really feeling bad about it, And then I was like, at the very end of the phone call, I was like, you have a fantastic Friday, and I just want you to know I'm wearing a 1950s dress right now.
You said rockabilly.
Oh, rockabilly.
Yep, I remember that.
And the lady was like, oh,
Yeah, she was all awkward. Well, that's nice, honey.
and then she
Like
started
petting
laughing.
her.
So
It was a great ending. I like, you know, when you end a phone call and things have gone wrong but things have been made okay, ending it with a laugh is the best.
Yep.
And they both had the giggles at the very end, so it was great.
Yeah,
was
it
good.
was really
and
good.
I think that kind of rolls into our customer service here as a whole is, you know, we can be having a customer that, you know, maybe they make a mistake, maybe they order something and then they get it home and they're not completely satisfied with it.
Yeah.
And they come in here. I think you had something similar to that, Gretch, this
Just
week.
this week, yeah.
Where
Yep.
somebody was like, oh no, but our customer service is, you know, no, don't worry, let it roll off.
Gosh,
your
they
back."
were so they were mad at themselves too, and it was like, no, this just happened, so we fixed it.
Yeah. And you know, and this is the thing, like anytime someone buys something, and even if you try it, you may not really know what it's going to be like until you experience in your house. So in that case and stuff, it's almost, you can't not be sorry for them. I mean, of course, we know that you're trying it for the first time. If it's not going to work, let's find something that will. So we did.
Yeah, I think she well, I know she went away really happy, but I thought it was she wasn't being nice to herself because she really thought that she messed up by buying them and everything, and yeah, she came in upset at herself, not upset really at the product, but just upset that she bought something. And then she walked out happy because she ended up finding something that she liked. And then now the real cool part of the story was, I don't know if you know this, what the lady bought, we really liked, so now we're going to carry them in the store too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so she just let us, anytime you guys do furniture shopping, we get to look through the online catalogs, because like I'm telling you, when we have to go online for your furniture, it's like heaven for us because we always find something new.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. So thank you to, I can't remember her name, but thank you to you, and we appreciate you.
I
So
know her name. You want to call her?
no.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's start with questions. All right.
It was a win-win.
Yeah, it
for
was.
everybody.
It was definitely a win-win. Look, an ambulance. Hope they're okay. Okay. What is the best upholstery for pets? I have 2 labs that insist on laying on the couch, and I'm afraid of getting anything new due to their shedding and the mud they track in.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Definitely need something that's easy to clean.
Definitely. Now you have greyhounds.
I have lots of greyhounds.
Yep.
Crosses.
So, so what do you have? Oh, they're not inside, are they?
They have their own finished garage, 2-door garage in the wintertime with queen-size beds, and they have 2 love seats. So they don't get on the furniture. They don't sit on the settee.
Oh,
in the house.
that's right. It's called a settee.
Yeah.
It's called a settee. She has it. They're dogs.
But man, you got to
She
go
loves
with
it.
microfiber faux leather.
Yes,
But
definitely.
we have this one that's really nice. That's super durable.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's weighted microfiber. Yeah. So, weighted microfiber, definitely. What's your take on it?
I would say leather or the micro suede for sure, because you don't want anything that has texture that would add to your hair,
Yep.
or something that would really show stains. And I know it sounds weird, but micro suede is very smooth, almost like a leather. Microfiber has the fibers that stick up that move, and so you can have a shiny side and a not a shiny side. It almost looks shadowing when the material moves back and forth. But when you have a stain, sometimes that can show through, because the texture of the colors and stuff like that change, and you'll always see the outline of the stains and stuff. So
Yeah, that was the chenille fabric, I think, that you're talking about. Yeah.
well, no, not like this, but actually on our 2 recliners that we have one that's micro suede, one that's
Right.
microfiber. And
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
The textured one. Yeah.
yes,
So okay. So here's my take on it. Suede microfiber, the leatherette, like what you said, real leather. All 3 of those are phenomenal for cleaning. Okay.
And we're not talking the leatherette that's like, or the faux leather that is going to peel off over time.
Yeah.
Isn't that stuff so gross? That's
poly-
horrible.
Yeah. It's a PVC. It's a very cheap. Okay, I'm not going to say
like
cheap.
starts flaking
I'm going to
off.
say it's
Yeah, you
in
don't
the
want that.
value couches. Okay. Value couches, you buy them knowing that you're going to get a couple of years, maybe 2 years off of them, which is unfortunate because we shouldn't be a throwaway society. We should look for something that's going to last longer. But I mean, everybody has their budget, and that's what happens. But yes, so PVC, that cheap stuff, I would stay away from it just because it's not going to last you. but there is good leatherette, there is leather and suede microfiber. I will tell you, suede microfiber amazed us the first time we had to clean it, because we got, I mean, there's YouTube videos on it. Basically a hand towel with a little bit of Tide, and you wet it, and you just kind of go over your suede microfiber, and then you just rinse that off with another hand towel, and lo and behold, your stain is gone. It's that tightly woven, so it's really good stuff. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. And our Shih Tzus aren't messy at all. My Angels are not messy.
They're grassy.
Well, yeah, they're grassy. All right. Okay.
All the thatch ends up on the couch.
Yeah. We've got issues with grass right now. Okay. So, is a firm mattress the best mattress for support? Your turn.
Okay, so support comes in the materials inside of the mattress, not because it's either firm or plush. If you have a good mattress, you can sleep on a plush mattress that is very supportive, as well as a medium mattress, as well as a firm mattress. It's all based on the materials inside of it. If you have a cheap mattress, just to say like a $2.99 queen, and they sell it as a firm, it's probably going to feel like a firm, but as soon as you start sleeping on it and the body impressions start, you realize the support factor isn't there either. When you're laying on springs, that's not support. You have to lay on materials in between you and the springs. So if you layer latex in there, that's a very good material. It's better than any type of memory foam. And then if you layer memory foam on top of the latex, I know I'm thinking while I'm talking, and it's distracting me. If you put latex on top of memory foam, it creates a firmer surface. If you put latex under memory foam, it creates a plush surface.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
But it doesn't mean that you lack support just because it's a plush mattress.
So for me, when I get people that say that they have back issues and they want a firm mattress, I immediately kind of sneak them over to the middle, to the medium firms or the almost firm plushes, and I start them there, and they lay on them, and they're like, "Oh, this is really nice," because they expect they're used to wanting to sleep on the floor, right? But when you show them something that's actually going to support them, because a lot of these people that are on firm mattresses, they want to sleep on their side. Well, when you sleep on your side on a firm mattress, you're like this because it's pushing your shoulder up, right? So when I put them on something soft, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good on my back." Now that's not saying that everybody's a good candidate for a medium mattress and that there aren't people for firm mattresses. There are people for firm mattresses. They just happen to be stomach sleepers.
Or, for instance, myself, like I cannot sleep on anything less firm than the firm that I have, and I have one of the firmest mattresses here, which is the Elect Firm by Sutherland, and it's all latex at the top. The reason that works specifically for me is that I have chronic sciatic nerve issues, and latex is usually prescribed for patients that have chronic sciatic nerve issues, and that comes from years of backpacking and working in a feed store and throwing hay bales and all kinds of stuff. So
now throwing mattresses. You should see her in the back throwing mattresses.
And then I'm on the floor for a couple of days. And then I go over to the rest bed and I kick my feet up and I'm like, So, no, there's definitely, I think it depends on the person, and it kind of goes back to those phone calls that we get that, hey, what is your price for a, firm queen size bed? There's so many variables, and the most important variable is how do you sleep? I had a gentleman come in and they were really excited to be here. They were like, "This is so much fun," and I was like, "This is a fun place to be." And and I was encouraging them to get up on the bed, and and at first, you're laying there kind of like, this is kind of awkward. And I'm like, "No, please, like, get comfortable, lay in your most natural sleep position. How do you sleep?" And they're like, I once had somebody say, "You're gonna think differently of me after you see how I sleep," because they have to use so many pillows to get comfortable in bed.
Oh,
and they had a really weird way of sleeping. And that was just from, years of not having the right mattress, or maybe chronic pain inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they had developed ways that worked for them, and that's how they've been sleeping. And I'll have some people that sleep kind of like a pretzel on their belly or hanging off half the side, and I say you have to sleep that way, or lay on the bed that way, because that's how you're going to be. You're not going to be like this,
Right, right.
when you get here. So definitely relax, and we look at your whole sleep profile.
That's really why she wears a unicorn horn while she's helping you on the sales floor. You'll never catch me doing that. I'll just make you laugh. But she wears a unicorn horn just to set you at ease so you'll lay on the bed.
There are times. No, that does make some people very nervous.
You think? You think it would make me nervous?
I thought it was for her Wi-Fi.
You never know what I'm going to be wearing in this new world of COVID, where we had a conversation with a customer today, and we talked about it. You know, we're wearing face masks, so in sales, you know, our smile was our trademark. You know, literally, they have a quote or a meme about your smile being your trademark. So now that has been taken away. There's mostly eye contact. You know, we're a little bit muffled. So I decided I'd just be like a peacock, and I'll just dress really crazy and make people happy from the beginning and make it a memorable experience. Hopefully not uncomfortable.
Oh no, it's not uncomfortable at all.
But definitely memorable.
My sales rep just pulled her scarf was addressed the whole day. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? The lab coat really makes it seem official.
Oh yeah, you should see when people walk through the door and she's wearing her lab coat and she's still got her stethoscope on. They're like, "Are we in the right place?" That really does happen. That's my struggles. All right, next question. All right, we have. I get a headache every morning. I think it may be sleep apnea. Do you think one of your power bases would help? Oh, I can address this one. I got your back on this one. But you guys go first, and I'll go last because this one's really important. Who wants to go first?
I went first last time.
Okay, absolutely. It again depends on the person, depends on the situation, but I think within a couple of inches, you can start to feel that your lungs are opening up. The pressure has been taken off. You know, laying flat on your back, especially if you're a back sleeper. That can be one of the worst things you could be doing. So, you know, raising your head just a little bit can give you some relief. That can be kind of awkward to get used to, but I think absolutely a base can help in so many ways, not just for sleep apnea, but other things.
Okay, you go. I'm chomping at the bit here. I really am.
Yeah, you can't wait. He's wiggling around.
Okay, well, now our products that we sell here are not going to correct sleep apnea, but they will actually aid in helping with the syndromes that you do occur when you have it. So by raising your head up, what that does is it allows the gravity to not pull directly back on your throat, because everything relaxes whenever you fall asleep. But instead what it does is it changes the direction of the gravity. So instead of it pulling straight back, it's more at an angle. It allows those airways to stay open, and it doesn't compromise any type of oxygen. But as far as curing, as far as helping in that situation, having a power base will definitely help. Even the power bases have sound systems that actually listen, like the little microphones that listen to you if you snore. So if they hear you snoring, it'll actually raise the head for you. And we have one of those in here in the store. So your situation as far as having something that helps, yes, something that cures, we don't actually do that. We're not doctors. But except for Dr. Mel.
I'm not a doctor of anything.
But I play one on the sales floor.
No, I don't. That is a total insult to our. No, I don't. I am a certified. My jacket even says
sleep expert.
I am a certified sleep consultant.
Yes,
there you go.
There you go.
And I do experiments. Okay, I'm a biologist. I do the science.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I put that on, I am doing the science.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
You
she's
can't
doing
science without a lab coat.
No, you can't science without a lab coat.
At
Okay.
home,
And you're
I
not
have
allowed to
I
light
have
the
a-
candles without the lab coat.
I even have a lab coat at home that has bugs all over it. It's my bug lab coat because I used to be an entomologist.
Okay.
That helps with the science.
Okay.
I am not in.
You're
you
not
can't.
done?
I'm not. That's like impersonating somebody.
Oh.
Okay,
I
so
didn't
she's
get that
not an
far.
official doctor,
No.
but she could sure pull it off. It works.
All right, so my turn. Okay, enough. Okay, so I'm going to tell you. I don't know if you've seen the sleep coach, but I'm experiencing symptoms of sleep apnea. In fact, I just registered to take a sleep study, and my sleep study is in 2 weeks. and I'm looking for, well, no, my first appointment's in 2 weeks, and I'm looking forward to see where we go with it. So here's been the struggles. The struggle has been, since last August, I have not been able to breathe at night. There's something that's building up with both my sinuses, and then mucus buildup in the back of my sinuses. I can flush, I can do whatever before bed. I can even wear those little nasal strips, and I'll still wake up with headaches in the morning, or I will wake up at night and notice that I really have had a horrible time breathing. And like you said, my body has adapted to different sleep situations, okay, to where I'm actually facing downwards, so that way the pressure isn't blocking my throat. I've done whatever I possibly can to adjust to it. We have an adjustable base, and just within the past week and a half, I have started to raise the head and starting to adapt to having a very raised head, because like you said, it's very hard to get used to. It has been very hard, you've noticed, because I'll wake up at 3 o'clock and I will set up the head and I'll set up the legs a little bit just to relieve the tension on my back, and I'll sleep like that for the last 2 hours of my sleep. And let me tell you, it's been a struggle. I'm on day 4 or 5 of this, and I can honestly say that I'm finally leveling out and I am falling back asleep, because at first it was at 3 o'clock, lift up the head, lift up the legs, and stay awake for another hour. Now I'm lifting up the head, lifting up the legs, and I'm staying awake like maybe for 15 minutes. So I think I'm leveling off, and I'm waking up much more refreshed, and I'm actually getting deep sleep again. So yes, an adjustable base can definitely help you sleep better. And I tell you that from my experience. It's not a CPAP machine. It's definitely not forcing air down your nasal passage or down your throat like a CPAP would. There is a need for a CPAP, but when you're trying to fix something without, or before you go to the doctor, or when you're barely showing symptoms, then I will tell you an adjustable base would be a good investment. I hope that makes sense.
I think it definitely would help in the realm of snoring. You definitely don't want to put off any, going to see the doctor. If you think that you have sleep apnea, you should definitely seek medical advice on that, and not put it off thinking that an adjustable base is going to fix it.
Right.
That's super important. Don't confuse the two.
Yeah, don't confuse the two. I think that's what all three of us are saying. Yeah, exactly.
But, even if it's not sleep apnea or snoring, what about, like when I was pregnant with my son Oliver, I remember having this horrible acid reflux. It was like, what is happening to me? I couldn't eat enough Tums or anything. It was like I had a dragon fire. It was just unbelievable, and I kept putting wedges and pillows, and if I had had that sleep base, man, I could have cruised through. Or like when my legs were swollen, oh man, my last trimester, I could barely walk, and being able to adjust my feet during that time of my pregnancy would have been amazing.
Do you remember that Air Force lady that came in here that had like triplets, and she knew she had triplets and she was huge, and the poor thing,
triplets.
You can't say
she was huge.
She was pregnant, and she was not okay.
She was really big, and the poor thing had these ankles that were so swollen, and her husband was he came in here.
That's a real
well, they
thing.
came in here, and he was just desperate to find some relief for her, because she was not sleeping, she was just suffering, and he felt for her so much, and I was like, that's a good man. So they got on an adjustable base, and she wouldn't get off. She literally laid there. This was in our early days, but she literally laid there for a long time. I don't know if you remember her, but I remember they stayed here. They stayed in the store for a very long time, because she was actually getting the feeling back in her feet. She said that she hadn't had feeling in her feet in forever.
Yep.
So yeah, but they did. They ended up buying an adjustable base, and they were so thankful. So yeah, you're right. It does help for all kinds of things. So
it does. And now, when you, one thing that's really important to keep in mind is you might come in here, buy a new mattress, buy an adjustable base, buy new pillows, and we can see that you have the perfect fit for your sleep profile. And then what you're going to notice is you're going to go home, and 2 or 3 days later, your body's going to do weird things. Because like the first couple of nights that I slept on my Elect Firm, I think it was the first time I'd ever purchased a brand new mattress in my life. I had been sleeping on hand-me-downs or futon mattresses or backpacking mattresses or air mattresses. you know, because I lived, you know, on contracts and filled by, you know, just I was all over the place. But when I slept on the first time I slept on a real mattress that was fit for my body, I woke up and both of my legs were numb.
I remember you said that, yeah.
And then a couple nights later, my arm was numb. And I remember like waking up and I'm like, what is going on with my arm? This is not okay. And I was like, what am I selling? They have me selling this product to people. And Javier and Gretchen both said, push through it, Mel. You're still in that transition period. I had been sleeping so out of whack that literally every night my body was going through an adjustment period and going back to what is healthy and within normal range. Yep. So you go through an adjustment period, and yeah, after I was like maybe close to 2 weeks or day 9 or 10, I was sleeping on a cloud, and now I love my bed.
Yeah, people think that's really weird, but it's true. I mean, you're basically sleeping in a divot that your body has put there over the past, and I hate to say this, but most people keep their beds 10 years. So you created this divot in your bed, you're sleeping in it, and that divot may have all these little waves and stuff that it's forcing your body into those waves. Yeah, yeah. Okay, one more question, and then we will do the wrap up, okay? Let's look for a fun one, because I know there's several in there. Okay, I sleep so hot. What can you sell to help me? Or what do you sell to help me?
We have a lot of options.
This one looks like it came off of, because it's got the little gray shading, so this one should come off the internet.
I have to take this off. This bracelet is like squeezing my arm. I did that this morning. It's so sparkly and so beautiful, but it's like my hand, I can't do it.
Her hand starts turning smurfy.
Right there.
Back to the question. I sleep so hot. What do you sell to help me? Who wants first? Gretch, you go first this time.
Okay. Well, I'll cover one of the items because we have many. Actually, it's one that we haven't really given solid attention to yet, because we've been waiting for the temperatures to actually get a little warmer. But we sell what's called a bed jet.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fan.
Oh, it's so fancy.
And what this does is it goes on the footing of your bed, and it goes in between the loose sheet and the fitted sheet, and you just tuck in around it and stuff, and it has remote control, and you can turn this bed fan on, and it ranges, I think it's from 68 degrees 65 degrees up to 119 degrees.
Yep.
So this gives you a realm. So if you're wanting to make your bed feel cool before you get in it, or sleep cool while you're sleeping in it, or just the opposite for temperatures now, if you want to heat up your bed before you get into it, you can.
If your wife's had Taco Bell, bed jet.
Oh my gosh. Are you calling her the bed jet, or are you saying the fan is the bed jet?
That word?
What? I said bed jet. Oh, Taco Bell? Paid sponsorship right here. Okay, you can go.
Anyways. Okay, so what's so important about this bed jet? If you really do suffer, falling asleep, for instance, if you're hot, is possible, but staying asleep is not. I mean, you're going to wake up. You're going to be tossing and turning. Your brain is going to be heating up and telling you, I don't like this, wake up. So having a bed jet, because it's at your feet, it's really going to be something you notice right off. And I mean, obviously, you lose heat to your head and your feet, you're going to feel that difference. But also, you could share it if you wanted to with your partner. If you have a bed, you can place it towards the middle so that you can both enjoy it. Or if you happen to have somebody who's always cold and someone who's always hot, then I can warm up with the bed jet, because I can only cuddle with him for so long before he's pushing me away because he's hot. So, or raising the bed. So with that, I mean, it's a temperature regulator, and it's a simple fix.
Yeah, I love the bed jet. I love the bed jet. I love showing the bed jet.
And it's awesome if you're somebody that's cold, like where I need a bunch of layers.
Yes.
There are times where I can't get warm, I can't drink enough tea, I can't drink enough coffee, and I can just sit under that bed jet with a blanket and a throw and get it going to that 112, 109 is my favorite. And then it's like within 10-15 minutes, I am warm and toasty.
You're also cooked.
I was going to say, you do heat up or cool off with this within a minute.
Yeah.
Like, but she's talking about thawing out.
That's some of us can't, you know, some of us just get so cold that we can't get back warm. Now, in the summertime, that's a whole different story.
Yep. All right. So what product would you sell this person?
For cooling down.
For cooling down, they sleep so hot.
Well, I know we don't have it yet, but I'm really excited about what Pure Care is.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's coming.
That's coming.
That's coming. Yep.
Because, okay, so we don't have it yet, but knock on wood, it's, oh gosh, the microphone is right there. Knock on the
They've heard
microphone.
that knock.
All right, so this is a comforter that gives you the comfort of being covered with a blanket, which is just wonderful because I like to have that coziness, kind of cocoon over my head comfort, but then I get really hot, or you have to have one leg sticking out for like a thermostat control, right? We
Right.
talked about that, Gretch. So, so there's no real happy medium. They have found the happy medium, which is they're going to incorporate their cooling technology that they have in their bed covers, mattress protectors, and their sheets, which includes some of this like really molecular level ground minerals that are incorporated into the polymer fabrics that just like literally, you know, conduct the heat away from your body and away from you and cool you down. So you can have a cooling comforter on top of you. That sounds amazing.
She did say cooling comforter. Just for those of you that didn't hear it last week and are barely learning about it this week, a cooling comforter.
That's right.
You got comfort and coolness.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's awesome.
we haven't gotten our hands on it yet. We just learned about it last week, but the promos that we saw on it, it just looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
And we will be carrying it for sure. I mean, first it's going to be in our Carlsbad store because they need it the most. I mean,
Carlsbad gets hot.
Carlsbad gets super hot. And we have a lot of people over there that just bake at night. So we're going to start there and then bring it over here, or just have it at both stores depending on how expensive this thing is. It's going to be interesting. I look forward to it. I think the pricing wasn't too bad. I think that was another exciting part. But either way, we look forward to having it. It's going to be amazing. So my cooling thing. Hang on, it's my cooling thing. What is my cooling thing? I thought you were going to
right
say
behind
something.
you.
No, that's your cooling thing. The LT pillow.
Oh, that is okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I had said, and then you said the actual.
I can't believe
product,
I
and
didn't
was
know
like,
my LT.
I know.
pillow.
Oh.
I was like, oh, she's taking that one away from me. Yeah.
I took
So-
yours. You can take mine.
Okay, so we have a Carbon Cool LT pillow. Okay, so the way this thing works, is I'm gonna throw it over to Mel because Mel loves the Carbon Cool pillow, and I like the Carbon Cool pillow. I would sleep with the Carbon Cool pillow, but Mel knows the Carbon Cool pillow like it's the back of her hand.
Wow, it's the back of my head.
That too.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
I really did steal it from you.
Yes, you did.
I'm super excited about it. Okay, sorry. Not sorry. Okay, so the LT Carbon Cool pillow, I literally had to ask, well, I don't have to ask, I had to tell you to to reorder more Maloof pillows.
Yes.
We just flew through the 12
Oh yeah.
Yes.
that we just had. I mean, I think you said we have some boxes back there, but I'm still not believing it because they have been flying off the shelf.
She's like this. She's like a junkie with these pillows. If she sees them go down to 2, she's like, "Get on to ordering! I'm gonna run out."
It makes me nervous. I don't want people having to wait for this. So, LT Carbon Cool pillows. They are carbon infused on the back side of the memory foam. All of the memory foam, so there's not going to be any weird, funky odors. They're antimicrobial, so when you're drooling on it at night,
How? Oh, okay.
there's nothing funky that's going to build up in it. But there's this blue layer that is on top. It's almost like painted blue neon. You can put your hand on that, and it is super cool. It has a phase change material in it that when your body, you put your head on it, reaches about 91 degrees. The surface of that blue material goes into a phase change, and then it starts drawing the heat even further away from your body. So it stays cool. It gets cooler. Now we do have a pillow that's even colder than that, and it takes that blue technology and molecular graphite stuff all the way into the core of the pillow. So that's another option. So if you want colder, you can go colder. But literally this pillow, I fight John for this pillow. Literally every time we're together, his head ends up on my pillow at night.
Now, let me ask you this.
And we're on the same pillow.
Well, when John walked in today, because John is here this week.
Yeah, he's here.
And he's here.
Behind the scenes
So
right now.
yeah, so when John walked in, you didn't say hi to him. You said, "Did you bring your own pillow?" I witnessed this. She did not say hi. She didn't even lean in for the kiss. She goes, "Did you bring your own pillow this week?" So is this an ongoing battle?
Well, I forgot. So I took my pillow down to his place. And I forgot my pillow there. And he was like, "Did you do that on purpose?" Like thinking I was being really nice.
Aw, John thought you were being romantic.
It's funny because that's not what he just said.
So
Do tell.
Okay, so I was...
Now it's turned into a gossip show.
Okay, I was considering this. I was like, okay, I could just... We did talk about this. We planned this. I was like, honey, I could bring my pillow to you and just leave it there and then bring one home from the store, you know, after I pay it for it, of course. And so...
Just to clarify.
Right. So... But I hadn't implemented that part of the process yet. So I go down there a couple nights ago, and I just kind of spaced it, and he, you know, and he called me, and he's like, and it was right as I was going to bed, and I had my head on a M Lily, which is also a really nice pillow, but it's not as cold. And so he's like, "Did you mean to leave your pillow here?" And he has his head on the pillow on the phone, and I have my pillow not on my pillow, my head not on my pillow, and I was just like, and I didn't know what to say because I was like, I'm gonna be so mean if I'm not like, oh, I did that on purpose. But I was like, no, not really.
So John gave you the "Are you moving in?" talk.
No, that didn't happen.
John said he's holding it ransom.
So
he's holding it ransom.
Yes,
so
John's holding it ransom.
I told him, I was very kind, and I was like, "You're coming over here." I was like, "Go ahead, honey, and keep the pillow there, and I will just pick another one up from work. It's not a problem." And then when he got here today, though, I was like, "Did you travel with your pillow?"
Oh, so that. Oh, okay.
Because he didn't travel back up to my place with his pillow. He left his pillow there. So we're back in the same situation. We might need 4 pillows.
Travel pillows.
The
Do you remember?
moral of this story is that your pillow is more important to you than my happiness.
Yeah.
Oh!
And it's Valentine's Day. Oh, that tears at my
Your
heart.
pillow is more. He said the moral of this story is that your happiness is more important than my your
It's
pillow
actually
is more
opposite.
important than my happiness.
She said cheers. Oh,
No, honey.
Do you remember when our romantic conversations rotated around pillows?
I love you.
I don't either.
I just remember you always asking me why I had so many pillows, but besides
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's right. You had like 30 pillows. We still have 30 pillows.
No,
So I
This
described
pillow,
our house has a pillow library. So every time we get a new pillow, she's like, "I need it because I need to research it." So that's the way our house works.
And just so you know, for the last year, I have not obtained a different pillow of any kind.
That's right. You found your.
But he has gone through 4. That's right, 4.
I have to find the right one. Sleep apnea.
So our accordion file continues to grow.
Yes. So yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, you know what? I had some really near and dear friends, and Bob actually has sleep apnea.
Mhm.
And so when they were purchasing the pillows, that was something that he had to keep in mind because of the face mask and
Oh, that's right.
you know,
Those
it's
are the
soft.
yeah.
It's soft. It's not a hard face mask, but that was the first question he asked me. Can this work with sleep apnea? And he's had a really easy time with it. He's really enjoyed it. Both of them have really raved about the pillow. It worked for them because you can move it to the side but still get the support for your shoulders and your neck because it keeps it at that 90-degree angle and kind of sleep off to the side of it. So it has worked for him.
Cool.
And he does sleep with that. So
Cool.
I can definitely attest to that.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to take a short break and then come back for wrap up. So thank you, and thank you for watching this far. I don't know what am I thanking you for, but thank you for watching this far. We'll be right back. Okay.
Right?
I'm so keeping that in.
John's giving
I was
you the
holding that.
death look. Hey, John. What is the name of, or do you know the name of Darth Vader's girlfriend? elevator.
Whoa, that's a good one.
Hey,
You know how
John.
they throw the ball into the crowd after they win the game?
Uh-huh.
You can't do that with bowling.
I think you should be allowed. I think you should be allowed. Because if they're not watching, they're
Okay.
going to find out what they missed real
So
quick.
what did you learn today or this week?
Valerian and a new joke.
Oh, that's right. Okay. What did you learn?
Still?
And
What
a
did you
joke.
learn? No, that's what she's going to cover. What did you
That's
learn?
what I learned. Not
I
to
have
do.
absolutely nothing in my head for what I learned today. I broke down a lot of
Your
shipment in my
face mask.
brains.
Go get your shield. Come on.
Oh, no.
Come on, girl.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
It's awesome.
I learned
It's-
you can wear a shield.
I love it. I love it. It's so super, like, it's like the future.
It reminds me of the going to the moon helmet.
It is super,
Okay.
it is super futuristic.
Okay, are we ready?
I
Okay.
love it.
It
3,
looks like a moon.
2.
I have nothing to talk about. So why are you counting?
You can't count yet. We have to figure out what Gretchen learned. You need to announce your shipment.
Yeah, you can announce your shipment. Just
All
that
the new products.
your brain is fried because you've been doing so much with the Valentine's stuff.
I learned so much about you. I mean, that's super cute stuff. You're gonna have to hype that up.
Oh,
The
it's
bear.
gonna be hyped. I'm gonna start stealing. We've already discussed. So all of this stuff over here is gonna turn into boutique. Just so you know,
Yeah.
it's disappearing.
I would say this is the last time you're gonna see this,
Mm-hmm.
because by next Friday it's gonna look completely different.
I can
Mhm.
totally do that.
Okay.
Because
Are we ready
Let
now?
me see him. For a
No,
second.
this is
no,
mine.
You
That
don't
is
stress him
the-
out. You're supposed to turn him over by his feet,
Okay, well, since
and he's ready. See?
did we have that in the video?
that's so in the video. Okay, are you ready? 3. No, we're going to launch with you doing that. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, you gotta fluff him first. He's supposed to look stressed.
What is that?
What? Poor little.
That's right. He can live right here.
All
I
right.
like it.
He looks like little Angora thing.
You don't
Yeah.
see a.
No,
Oh,
he's
well,
just as frazzled
This
as
is
you.
my inner me, John. What do you think? This
So-
is my inner spirit right now. It's my animal.
So tell everybody why you're so
It looks like
frazzled
a
this
trouble
week.
with a trouble. A trouble
Are we
with a
live?
trouble.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
live. Yeah. Tell everybody why you're so frazzled.
Okay, I'm a little frazzled because we got a huge shipment in again for the boutique. CWI. They are wonderful. If you like anything country, they have everything country. Take this little guy for instance. He looks so stressed and loving. I love him. But the big thing is we have all kinds of signage. We have all kinds of Valentine's ideas. We have all kinds of decor. We have all kinds of new candles that are not Milk House. We brought in to show you different styles of candles. So those are available. We have air sprays. We have all kinds of stuff that came in.
She has little cast iron. I got a pitch in on this one. Cast iron candles. These are the
Yes.
coolest things.
Oh yeah,
It's
like
a cast iron
skillet.
pot, skillet. Yeah, skillet that is all candle wax, and it's got 3 wicks in it. So you can burn this candle, and then when you're done, you have this little miniature cast iron skillet that you can use to do eggs and stuff like that. Such.
I was
So,
thinking brownies.
yeah, you can do a personal sized brownie.
Mhm.
You can do all kinds of little things with it. It's awesome, but it's really a cast iron. It's a real cast iron pot.
Mhm.
But as far as the decor that came in today, too much cuteness. Like going through it was really hard for me because I really like a lot of the stuff I ordered.
She has great taste.
And I want to
Yeah.
take it home.
Really good
But
taste.
yeah, she's
That's
been frazzled.
awesome.
She's been
Beautiful.
frazzled all day. So yeah.
Okay, that is making me a little bit nervous because I keep reverting in my brain to that Monty Python rabbit
The
that's like
ginormous?
whoosh, and you're like gonna go for my neck, and at any moment I am envisioning that like going whoosh, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yes.
She's like,
Gonna be like, ah! Come on, and he's in the cave,
this one is nice.
No.
He's a nice
and
bunny.
yeah,
He just needs he needs some love.
you know what I'm
Okay.
talking about out there.
Anyways, back to what we learned this week. What did you learn this week?
I learned this week not to take valerian root at 3:30 a.m. to go back to sleep.
At
because-
3:30 a.m.
Okay, first off,
On a work
what
day.
is valerian root?
It is a root. It is a calming root, and it is a. It's supposed to help you fall asleep and calm.
Probably around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not
I mean-
3:30.
I mean, I thought maybe like it could just be calming, like kind of chill. No. you don't take that at 3:30 in the morning.
Is it the same situation that you had when you were taking melatonin?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you don't want to take
You're a
melatonin
zombie.
at midnight. You don't want to take valerian root. Now, yeah, you take that before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Not to like when you wake up at 3:30 in the morning and you're like, oh man, I can't get back to sleep. Like if you have to do something the next day,
Probably not a good idea.
no,
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
takes way too much
Yep.
coffee.
Yep. Well, that's something to learn.
I at least brushed my hair this time when I came to work.
That's
so
excellent. Yes.
It's
yes.
not that bad, but be careful. So I did learn that on my Tuesday, which is my Monday.
Oh dear.
That was not a good way to start my Tuesday. I also learned this from a customer. And they
Okay.
asked me if I talked about it. I told them not yet.
Okay.
In 2 hours, I would talk about it.
Do talk.
Okay, this was really important because it is right alongside of our industry. It was something that I thought I was gonna have to go ask you for. I even was like, hold on a second.
Is it scary?
I need, because this was a question I had never gotten before. I
Okay.
didn't know the answer to it. Totally stumped me. And I was like, do you have 5 or 10 minutes? Because I could go get Javier and see if he knows the answer to that. All right, so
She's building. Can you
Yeah.
feel it? There's tension.
how do you make a waterbed more bouncy?
How do you-
Why you don't put bounce in a waterbed? That's going
How-
against it. It's like trying to make
Yeah.
a memory
How
foam
do you
mattress
make-
bouncy.
A waterbed more bouncy? And I'm thinking, waterbeds, man, I haven't seen those since the 1980s.
Yeah. How do you make a
And my
waterbed more
parents
down?
had a waterbed, and then I was like, more
You can't.
bouncy, man. And then I was like, thinking they weren't gonna buy my mattress, that maybe they were looking to buy a waterbed.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I don't know. I need to go ask, Javier or Gretchen this. And he's like, you add spring water.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Ba-dum.
You add spring water.
Okay, the rabbit's heading your way.
That's what I learned this week. Like this. That thing creeps me out.
Yeah.
Super
So.
cute though.
Yes, I love him. He's my favorite.
Alrighty. And that's what you learned this week. Well, what a productive week.
Normally I have time to sit on a bed,
Oh
with my
yeah.
feet kicked up and read,
No,
some,
this week was terribly
some
busy.
economic stuff and some advertising and marketing and business material and
Yep.
really crunch some numbers. And this week it was just like bing bong, bing bong.
Yep.
The doorbell going off,
Constantly.
going off,
yep.
going off. So,
Yeah, we were blessed. We were blessed
Whew,
this
it
week. We
flew
were really
by.
busy.
So
Yep.
thank you for your business and
Yes,
thank you
thank
for
you
choosing
very
all of
much.
us.
What I learned this week is that video marketing is like, it works. And I also learned that we have real fans. And I also learned that, hi. And I also learned
They're there.
that Mel cannot be left alone because I don't know if you guys have seen her Valentine's video, but her Valentine's video, we asked her to put together a Valentine gift video. And she came back with a video that I don't think we stopped laughing throughout the entire video.
No, it was the first time they left me unsupervised for my own video. So I had to create it on my own. It did start out with what you saw in the beginning of the show tonight, which was me like jumping into scene and crashing into everything. So that's how it started. I think I had like 25 takes. I kept like stopping and restarting.
There's
There
about an hour of outtakes.
There was a lot of outtakes.
Because I did the editing and yeah, there was an hour of outtakes. I did laugh a lot. I did laugh a lot.
A lot of shenanigans happened. And I didn't think anybody was watching, but I always forget that behind here is a two-way mirror. So I can only imagine that they were like,
Yeah, when we heard her laughing at herself, that's when we would look and we'd be like, nope, that's her first video.
so the finished product, which you saw, was kind of, I didn't jump into the scene in the very beginning because I learned a valuable lesson.
Oh, we're
I
gonna
also
close-
learned that this week.
Yeah, don't jump
Watch-
into a scene.
Unless you're really sure of yourself. You have to jump forward. Jumping, like on Christmas, I jumped forward.
Yeah.
This time I tried jumping
Hi!
backwards is a whole different thing.
Alrighty.
Imagine that.
Yeah, so I learned that video marketing works. I learned that, well, I learned, we're gonna close it with this clip. of Melanie crashing into stuff again. Until next week, have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Damn it. Okay. Not. Alright. I am causing chaos. Ah! Ouch, that totally hit my forehead.
I hit your forehead?
We're not even gonna talk about it.
Oh, when you moved the twiggy thingy, did it fall?
I totally jumped. I jumped into this by accident.
You jumped into it now?
Yeah, it's totally caught on video.
She's red as hell. Why is she so embarrassed? What did she do?
Oh my god, I was trying to work on my entrance because I was gonna jump.
She's recording it. This is all on video.